Hi guys, and welcome back to SiteEng, where you can see all interesting civil engineering and site engineering stuff. And in today's video guys, I'm going to show you the basic information about the construction drawings and how to read construction drawings, what lines to have a look at, and what information is the basic information to take from the drawing. So let's go. So guys, the best drawing to show you obviously going to be the GA drawing. And I'm going to tell you about the basics here, what you're going to find, what you should look for, and where you're going to find actually the basic information when you should look first. So on this drawing guys, obviously we're going to go look at the table here and at the legend. And here we're going to find information about the revision, about the drawing title, and about the scale as well, and probably designer name and all other info. I had to remove some stuff from here. The title here, level 00, slab setting out, sheet 1, so we know straight away they're going to be sheet 2 as well. Drawing status here is for construction, so that's very important stuff for us. We know this is for construction. We got the date here, we got a scale 1 in 100, and using Bluebeam today I'm going to show you as well. We're going to use that scale factor, we're going to change here, and we double check few things with the Bluebeam as well. And here guys, as you can see up the table, we got the revisions here, so there was 12 revisions, we got a date for the revision, and we got also information about the revision. So guys, I can tell you this, the very important thing is when you're going to open whatever drawing you're going to open, you have to go through the legend and try to read everything you can really, as there's loads of information there and it can really help you. I remember myself, sometimes I try to jump too quick to the information instead of reading all through it nicely, and then I realized that some information was actually on the drawing. So sometimes don't try to be too fast, too quick. Just read through it, have your time, and then you're going to find out that there is loads of information actually on the drawing. So we're going to go here. I showed this on my previous drawings as well, how to go through the general notes, but all it's here guys, general notes. This drawing is to be read in conjunction with all relevant architects. So you know now, even opening the first time this drawing, that you cannot take this drawing only and use it just for construction, for your setting out, as you really want to see all other drawings, all relevant drawings, and combine them and have a look. And there might be also some RFIs later, some questions. Some drawing might not match, and this is happening guys. That's why the more drawing you're going to consider, the better going to be for all the process really. Contractor provisions notes, so contractor to allow for local slab infill works after tower crane removal. So tower crane guys, you can see here there's an opening for crane, so that means obviously in the slab they're going to be opening, temporary opening till the crane going to be dismantled, and then after all these slabs have to be infill. And I think in this case it's only this slab, as all other blocks going to be around this. This is a very big slab here, the podium slab. That's why I took this drawing here, because there's plenty of things happening and we're going to have a closer look in a minute. But as you can see, it's loads of information here, and we're going to go slowly through it, and I tell you how to find it and what to look for and the meaning of the particular lines. So coming back here, you're going to go through the drawing references. So actually there's references to other drawings. So if you got access to some drawing register or to some drawing platform like I show in the other video, like A-Site for instance, and for projects, you're going to download them and you're going to have a look at all of them together. So this is very important guys. You got additional notes as well, like all block work restraints, fixing, stop and site to be post fix, masonry support system, wind post fixing. So you can see all this information here. There will be masonry support system, so that means there's going to be something in the slab edges as well, and it might be on completely different drawing, and you need to be careful with this as well and have a look. So that will be the basics guys. You're going through the legend, you have a look at the drawings, and then we're going to have a closer look at the slab really. And this is a slab general arrangement drawing, and as you can see, is plenty colors here. So designer trying to make it easy for us really, but I tell you in a minute why sometimes too much information is a little bit overkill, and I actually found it on this drawing, so it's quite interesting. But different colors here, they might be helpful, as they're going to be meaning the different level slabs. So if you're going to have a look here, we got 350 RC slab, SS level 47515. So guys, that's the first information, that's the basics really here on the drawing. You're going to find the level of the slab, and you're going to find the thickness of the slab, and this is very important. And that would be, I would say, the basic info. That's very first few things. After you go through the legend, this is the first and the most important information. And as you can see here, the level of the slab is the same, but the slab thickness is 600. So that's the step in the slab here. That we're going to see here, there's a section, so we're going to have a look at few sections as well, and the dashed line here showing the step. And maybe actually now I'm going to tell you about the dashed line, as dashed line is actually called the hidden line as well. As when you're going to see the dashed line, that means the line is hidden by the slab here. So that means there is some step in the concrete. There's something that you cannot really see after the slab is poured, obviously, but there is something underneath. So that line, the hidden line, you would see once you would go underneath that slab and you look from the bottom, you would see what's happening there. You would see that line. That's the dashed line. So typically it's a step in the soffit. It might be some beam there or something. So when you see the dashed line, that tells you there is a step. So I'm going to show you this in a minute here as well. So you got a step here marked as well, but this guy's step, this is not the dashed line, and that's very important. Not the dashed line. That means there is a step, but there is a step in the slab. So the step is in the top level. So there is actual step in the slab, not in the soffit of the slab. This is very important. So you can see here, step is here. So that's actually going to be the step form in the slab. That's the higher level, that's the lower level. Let's have a look if I'm right. So this is 47,515 and this is 46,740. So that's actually how it's going to be looking. This is higher, step down, and lower. So that's the marks for the step really, and the dashed line here showing the step in the soffit. And this is very important, guys, because once you're going to do the setting out and once you're going to start doing the decking, which you actually can see on one of my videos, you need to have a look at these lines, as this is the lines actually to be marked and to be shown, guys, before they start doing the decking, and you need to keep an eye on these things. So that will be the very important information to take from the drawing as one of first things. So we got the levels, we got all sections here actually. So that's the next information. That's the markup for the section, guys, here. So you can see through that step here, something is happening here, MJ. So that marks a 25 millimeter movement joint here. So that's another information here. Plenty things happening on this drawing, and we're going to go through it. So that's the movement joint, and there's actually section going through that movement joint. So if you want to have a look, we need to just find this drawing and open it, and I'm going to open a few sections later to show you some stuff. But what does it mean, guys? That means that designer is theoretically cutting that building here and looking that direction. So the arrow shows you the direction you're going to see the section, and we're going to open section in a minute as well. And that's how it looks. In this case, there will be a beam here, a 1700 by 1 meter deep RC beam, and there will be section as well, but this time going and looking this way, probably trying to show in these columns. And guys, in this case, actually, if that section would be other way around, you wouldn't see the column on that section drawing. So that means we cut in and we're looking this way. In that case, we be looking that way, we wouldn't see this column here. So that's the marking of the sections really. But as you can see, there's a loads of sections, and they clearly marked all information here. Section 34 on drawing number 40054. It's really clear here, and that's what I said. You want to go through the drawings. You need to go through all the information, as there is everything on the drawing, and it should be everything, and sometimes it's even too much. But in this case, you can see for continuation refer to sheet number as 11002. So to find the continuation of this drawing, to find the second part of the slab here, which you can actually see here, you need to jump on this drawing. So that's the information you should be taking from the drawing, guys, and the information is here, believe me. And a few things, going back to the legend, I would like to show you this. You see there is a symbol legend in this case, and the designer shows the step, so denotes step in the slab and denotes step in soffit of the slab. And for me, I would say this is overkill, guys. Showing the step in the soffit of the slab is a little bit too much, and it may cause problems. And I actually show you, I found something in this drawing. We got the description here of the lines. We got a side boundary. We got the masonry support system, which, yeah, so they're going to be castings shown by this green line. We got a design casting thermal brakes as well. And we got the shared dowel movement joint UNO, that means unless noted otherwise. And we got also balcony casting connections setting out. So that's very good, guys. Once you see this legend, you know everything really. And if you see these lines on the drawing later, you need to be careful and then look on the sections, look on the casting detail for more information, how to set up all this stuff and what to use to do it correctly. So coming back to the sections, guys, I want to show you something here. I found there is a step shown. So we got a step here in the slab. And as you can see, I said the dashed line marked the step in the soffit. So the step in the soffit is here actually. And as you can see, the designer put it here. So that's the thing. If too much information, it sometimes might be confusion. But if someone's maybe not too much experience, he might ask question, oh, something is not good here, something is not right. But obviously everything is all right, guys. And that was a small mistake here. So actually a step in the software is a dash line. So that's the thing. Once the dash line here on site, you don't really need these markups. But let's say designer tried to really help us, and he made a lot of stuff here. But we're going to come back to the beam, for instance, because let's be honest, the beam, there will be step in the soffit as well for the beam. You could obviously say it's not a step in the soffit of the slab, but there will be step. So there will be step created for the beam, and there's not marked here, but we got a dash line. So I would really stay with the dash line, and I want you to remember that the dash line is the step in the soffit, or there's some step here. And in this case, this is a RC beam here, 1 meter RC beam. I promise I'm going to show some option here from the blue beam. So I'm going to show you the great thing here. We can actually measure here. And if you can go back and have a look at our scale, I said the scale is here 1 in 100. And I can preset the scale here on the blue beam. And I want to set here 1 in 100. And now my drawing is actually calibrated, let's say, to the scale, and we can actually measure here like using the AutoCAD really. So that's why Bluebeam is very good, guys, and I really recommend it. And if you can use it, guys, this is the best software really. So you can see here 1700 beam, that's what I got, 1.7. So I can measure some stuff. If some information is missing, obviously I can measure this, and if there's any RFIs, this is great to maybe measure and just to ask designer to confirm the dimensions and stuff like this. So just quickly, as I said, the dash line is showing something underneath the slab. You can see here dash line. There is a column on which that beam actually sits, and on top here there is a new column in this slab. So that's very important. That's what dash line tells you, that something is happening underneath. So under the beam there will be a column, and obviously, guys, once you're going to be doing this column, and this is maybe more advanced and not much with the drawings really, but that's the information taken from the drawings. So once you're going to be pouring this column, you need to remember that there is a beam on top. So this column should be poured to the soffit of the beam, not to the soffit of the slabs. Just maybe for ourselves, we can quickly check the column size. It's 400 column. What about the new one? New one is it's 400 as well, so that's actually like a transfer slab here as well. And they are using beams to transfer the load. I'm going to go back quickly to this step, and I'm going to show you actually how the step looks. And we're going to use a section for it. We're going to take section 35 from drawing number 40005, and I'm going to open it here. So guys, that's the drawing here. So same story. We check the revision date, we check in the title if everything works right. We're going through the notes. It's not many notes here on this one. To be ready in construction with all relevant drawings. So we're gonna look for number 35. This is 36. This is 35, section 35, and that's how it looks. And that's another great option here on Bluebeam. I just take bit of this, and I'm gonna move it on that drawing there, and I'm gonna show you how it looks. So it's gonna be great to see there actually. So I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna just paste it here really. Obviously the scale is different, so I'm gonna just make it smaller. I'm gonna make it smaller. What I can also do, I can rotate it here, as I'm gonna show you how that step gonna be looking. And I'm gonna zoom it in a bit. Obviously it's still a little bit too big here for that step, but that's how it's gonna be looking, guys. So the step is here, and you can have a look now. I took it actually from the section drawing, but that's how it looks. If you take that section here, guys, this is a step. That line here is actually the step in the slab. So this is the step in the slab marked here, and this is the step in the soffit here. So actually the actual step in the soffit is where the dash line is. So it's still too big really not to scale, but that's how it's going to be looking, guys. So if you look from the side, if you would look from this section here, that slab going to be, this is the high level slab, this is the step in the slab and going down. So you got that level here, 46615, which is here, 46615, and then the high slab level, I didn't take all that drawing here, but this is 46840, and this is 46840. So everything is matches, everything is right. And as I said, the dash line stands for the step in the soffit. So don't look at this, look at the dash lines, guys. So guys, I think that will be all in today's video. I think, as I said, once you open whatever drawing you're going to be using, I hope they're not going to be that complicated as this one, but it's a very good example, as you're going to find the drawings like this through your career, definitely. Go through the information, all informations here, like temporary hoist opening in slab to receive 350 RC infill slab after hoist being removed. So you can see here they're going to be hoist, they're going to be crane openings. All this is temporary, guys, and then going to be infilled later, but everything is on this drawing. All information. We got 100 thick slab on void former, loads of sections. So I would say the basic things, guys, is just to take the levels, know what the lines means. Once you got a dashed line, you know there will be some step in the soffit, there will be some change in the soffit, so you need to be careful with this. And the sections, you need to take information about the sections and then look on the sections and make sure you understand the drawing. And obviously go through the legend, make sure you know what designer is meaning by his symbols. As I said, sometimes the designer might show you something like this or some lines, and different designer using different stuff, guys. And in general, the lines like dashed lines and the normal lines, that's going to be done by everyone. But these lines here, the colors, that's by designer, so you need to keep an eye on this. And that might be just for this drawing, that the green line going to be meaning the masonry support and the red line going to be thermal break. So other designer might have it completely different, or maybe using other line. So that's why it is very important to go through the legend, guys. Take information about the other drawings which you have to consider using this one, like next sheet or architects or sections. And the most important thing from this drawing is the level, guys, and everything is marked here. You got all other information about openings in the slab, all this setting out. But I would say the most important information, guys, is here. You got the grid lines, we know what everything is. We got the dimensions between the grid lines, then we got the information about the levels, then we know what particular lines means, and in this case we know where to look for the steps and where to look for some changes in the levels. And then we go to the sections, and if we confuse or if we actually need some more information, we're going to find that information on the sections drawing. And that's why that's the way you should be going by. First check if it's for construction, then go through all information on the drawing, through legend, through everything, then check the levels if everything is correct, and then have a look at the other drawings and the sections, which then gonna complete all your knowledge about this particular slab in this case, or about the particular building. So guys, let me know if you like this video, let me know if that opened your eyes a little bit about the drawings, and if you need any more information, guys, please don't forget to leave some questions in the comments. I'm going to reply as soon as possible. And let me know if you actually like this kind of video, when I'm going to say a little bit more about the basics of the drawings, as my construction drawing series maybe was a little bit more advanced, and I try to tell about other stuff. And of course, if I'm missing something from here, if you want to anything more from this particular drawing, let me know as well. So guys, as I said before, sooner or later, I thought actually gonna be sooner, but it's gonna be probably later, I'm gonna sort few of these drawings. I'm gonna try to enable you to download them so you can have a look yourself, and they may be gonna be even easier to ask some questions. But obviously I cannot just use these particular drawings, so I'm working actually on my own set of drawings, and I'm gonna enable to download them, and actually I'm gonna explain some stuff on the drawings, so gonna be very good as well. So thank you again for watching. If you like it, guys, don't forget to leave the thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well, and check my LinkedIn page. Please follow me there, and you can have a look and pop in on my coffee page. So thank you again for watching, and see you next time.